Hey there everybody, I'm Joshua Ryan, and today we're going to be comparing two of the richest and most teched out heroes from Marvel and DC. I'm talking about the Armored Avenger Iron Man and the Caped Crusader Batman. So let's dive right in and decide once and for all which is superior, Iron Man's suits or Batman's gadgets. And there's no better place to start than close combat. Batman's main gadgets for hand-to-hand combat come from his utility belt. We've seen him use a tool from his belt in almost every appearance. Anything ranging from smoke pellets to tasers to explosive gels and, of course, his famous Batarang. And while these are great at taking down some of his strongest foes, how do they compare to Iron Man's tech? For close hand-to-hand combat, Iron Man relies heavily on his repulsors and his unibeam. He doesn't have as many gadgets as Batman, but he makes up for it with power. His repulsors can be used as a blast and to give him extra strength for punches and strikes, and ultimately his unibeam can take down even the strongest of foes. I think it's pretty easy to say that the first point's going to go to Iron Man. Batman has a huge array of tools and weapons, but they just don't compare to the power that Iron Man and his suit have for hand-to-hand combat. But this competition is far from over. Next up, flamethrowers. Now I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. Both heroes have used flamethrowers in really important ways, so let's talk about it. Iron Man's flamethrower made a big splash in the first Iron Man movie back in 2008. When Tony Stark is escaping the cave, he uses the flamethrower to devastating effect as the primary weapon on his Mark I suit. But how does this compare to Batman's flamethrower? During a 1990s comic book run, Batman's suit got a few crazy upgrades, including a combo flamethrower shuriken launcher. It's almost too good to be true. An arm-mounted device that can fling ninja stars and doubles as a powerful flamethrower? That sounds less like a Batman gadget and more like a drawing from the fanfiction I used to write when I was 13 and afraid to talk to girls. This point definitely goes to Batman. The combination of the flamethrower with the shuriken launcher is just too powerful and damaging. Next up, let's talk specialized weapons. Each hero's gone up against a powerful fellow hero in a show of force. Batman fights Superman, Iron Man has to contain the Hulk, and each hero's created a specific weapon to help them in these situations. So let's compare. Now, battling Superman is never easy. His super strength, speed, and laser vision make him a powerful contender. But lucky for Batman, he has one weakness: kryptonite. Now, Batman has crafted a few different kryptonite weapons. Mainly it's his kryptonite ring and his spear. He keeps these close by and ready at hand in case Superman ever goes out of control, which we've seen happen a time or two. Now, these tools are very effective and even deadly to Superman, which makes Batman a powerful contender for this category. Now, on the other hand, you have Iron Man, who builds the Hulkbuster to deal with none other than the Hulk. Hulkbuster is a powerful suit designed to help him battle, contain, and neutralize the Hulk. And although it's a powerful weapon, Tony Stark had some help building it. And it's only with the assistance of Bruce Banner that a suit like this would even be possible. So this point goes to Batman, bringing him to the lead. But we're not done yet. Next, let's discuss two of the most essential gadgets: the Batmobile and Iron Man's suit. Each acts as a form of offense, defense, and a mode of transportation. So let's break it down. The Batmobile is one of the most famous of Batman's tech, and over the years we've seen many variations and styles with unique features. And Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy gave us the Tumbler with tank-like defense and jet engine propulsion for rooftop jumping. And of course it had the detachable Batpod motorcycle. And let's not forget the great scene from 1995's Batman Forever, where the Batmobile scales a building with a grappling hook. Each of the different Batmobiles from the comics, movies, and shows showcased Batman's most impressive talent: his ability to buy expensive cars with insane features. And while Iron Man has that same ability, his execution is a little bit different. We've seen the suit of armor with remote control capabilities, nanotechnology, machine guns, lasers, the Hulkbuster, and a lot more, like the full suit of armor that comes out of a briefcase. But of course the most powerful and impressive suit was MCU's final Iron Man suit, the Mark 85, which came with Iron Man's gauntlet, capable of wielding all 6 Infinity Stones. These suits showcase powerful offense, remarkable defense, and a huge array of different gadgets and features. And let's not forget the flight capabilities. This point goes to Iron Man. I mean, yeah, the Batmobile is impressive, but a little traffic jam and the Joker ends up getting away? Lucky for the MCU, Iron Man never has to wait in traffic. We're all tied up and going into the final point. Lastly, I want to talk about backup gadgets. Sometimes we find our heroes backed against the wall, cornered, and needing to call for help with a gadget that they've created. In Iron Man 3, we were fully introduced to the Iron Legion, an extremely powerful arsenal of former Iron Man suits piloted by Jarvis, who saved Tony Stark and Pepper Potts when they needed it most. If you've seen the Iron Legion in action, you know how powerful it is. It's even saved Spider-Man once too. And what does Batman have? Well, the sonic bat beacon, of course. In Batman Returns, Batman pushes a button that summons a swarm of bats who attack the Penguin, causing him to fall to his death. Spoiler alert! These bats can also be used as a great getaway distraction, as seen in Batman Begins. And while a swarm of bats is a pretty awesome backup to have, it doesn't really compare to the Iron Legion. I mean, we're talking about a group of winged mammals versus an arsenal of armored flying weapons. So that settles it. Iron Man wins. He gets this point, leaving the final score 3-2 and declaring Iron Man the winner of this competition. But before we close out, I'd like to include some honorable mentions. While Iron Man and Batman are both genius billionaires, they've had some pretty stupid ideas too. Let's not forget Batman's shark repellent spray. It's not really a smart use of belt space for a spray you're only going to use once. And Tony Stark did almost destroy the world twice with his creations. Extremis and Ultron wouldn't have been possible without Tony Stark, so is it really considered saving the world if you created the thing that's trying to destroy it? Thanks so much for watching as we put Iron Man and Batman to the test, comparing their gadgets, their tech, and their weapons. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Let me know if you agree with our winner. Who knows, we just might have to have a rematch between these two. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and stay tuned for future videos. See you next time.